Hello friends, I am CA Rohit Gyanchandani and I welcome you all to our YouTube channel FinCademy. Friends, today we are going to bring you part 8 of our series on basics of stock markets, where we will discuss about financial statements of the company. Let's go. Now, what are these financial statements? Now, financial statements are talking numbers that speak to us. How do the numbers speak to us? How do they speak to us? Let's see. Financial statements are periodical review or report presented by management on progress of company in terms of value creation. How much sales has company generated, how much assets have grown, how much liabilities have grown, what are the kind of profits that company has generated, what are its cash flows. All these things are discussed and disclosed by company in the financial statements. The information is presented in structured manner to make it easy to understand and interpret. I will explain you, I will show you how they present it and how to understand that. It's very easy to understand. They are reviewed by independent auditors to ensure company is following all the laws and regulations. So auditors are basically in India chartered accountants who review these statements, who check whether the management has prepared them properly. They are not hiding any important information or facts from the investors or shareholders. That is the duty of auditors. They check it. Once they check it, they sign that. Only afterwards those annual reports or those financial statements are shared with shareholders. So you can place trust on that report. These reports are prepared to provide information to investor about company affairs. Shareholders have to rely on these reports for conducting analysis of company. We do not have any other data but the data provided by company to analyze its results and then take a decision whether to buy or not. Now, what are the parts of financial statements? There are three things. One is balance sheet, second is statement of profit and loss, and third one is cash flow statements. Today we are going to discuss in this video about balance sheet in depth. So you will get to understand what is balance sheet, and as a bonus I am going to show you how to prepare a balance sheet in the easiest possible manner. So you will understand how the money moves, right? Let's see. So first of all, what is the balance sheet? Balance sheet is the position. What is the position of company on a certain day? So here balance sheet shows the position of company on a certain date. In India, we follow accounting year 31st April to 31st March. So the previous accounting year that finished was 1st April 2019 to 31st March 2020. We do not follow January to December, we follow April to March. Okay. Now, balance sheet comprises of assets and liabilities of company. What are assets? In simple words, see, this is basics course. I am going to explain everything to you in simple words, right? What are assets? They are basically properties owned by company. So if a company has land, building, machinery, furniture, all these are properties of company, they own it. What are liabilities? The money is owed by company. That means whatever company has to pay someone, be it bank loan, be it payment to suppliers. If company has taken certain loan, it has to repay it to bank. So that can be liability. What is equity? Equity is money that we have invested in the company, the money of shareholders, right? That is owed to shareholders. Company does not have to return this, but this practically company uses to grow the business. We will see everything. Now let's understand how this balance sheet works. Now here is the example. Now I am going to create a balance sheet in front of you. See how it works. Okay, this is very interesting. Just pay attention on this. Suppose I want to, we guys start together a company. How do we start a company? By putting in capital. Okay, so I will put capital first, and how I am going to use it, just see. So on the first day I came into the office and I put capital equity of rupees 1000, right? So when I put in 1000 rupees, the company will get cash of 1000. So on the liability side they have to issue shares, so 1000 on the liability side. On asset side they have cash, same, the 1000 that I gave, right? So 1000 is the total of liabilities, 1000 is the total of assets. The day one is closed. Okay. On the next day I decide to buy a machinery, okay, to start business. Suppose I want to manufacture two-wheeler motorcycles. Okay. So now I decide to buy machinery for the company, okay, to manufacture the motorcycle. Now what will I do? I will buy machinery and pay cash. So what will happen on the next day? See here, next day a new asset, machinery will come. Suppose I spent 300 rupees on machinery. Okay. Now how will I allocate these 300? I will have to give it from cash. So on the first day I had 1000 rupees cash. On the second day, after spending 300, I will only have 700 in cash. Is that clear? Very simple. Total will be 1000 again. On the upside, equity is same. I did not bring fresh money, so it is same, right? Let's move to day 3. Try to understand it. I am trying to explain it in very simple manner. On day 3, I saw that okay, I also need to buy some furniture for office work. Okay, so I went ahead and bought some furniture. Now furniture is also asset. And I bought furniture of 200 rupees. Again, how am I going to buy this furniture? By spending cash. Okay, so I had 700, I bought furniture of 200, now I only have 500 rupees. And 300 machinery is already there. Again, the total is 1000. And I did not get more money from equity shareholders. So on the liability side, there is 1000. So on the first day, we had only one asset and one liability. On third day, we have one liability and 3 assets. Okay, let's move to fourth day. On fourth day, I decided that okay, I will also need a factory building, because where do I keep this furniture and machinery? I need a building. So I decided to buy the building. Now building costs rupees 400. Now on fourth day, I bought building worth 400 rupees. Now all of you guessed it right. Where will these 400 come from? From cash. So from 500, 400 gone. Now 100 rupees is the cash. 300 is in machinery and 200 is in furniture. Is that right? Again, the total is 1000. On the upside, 1000. There is no change. Okay, is that clear? Now, on the next day, I decided that okay, the workers that are going to work in my factory, I need to arrange a bus for them. I need to arrange some traveling facility, so I have to buy a bus so that they can travel. Now, the bus is going to cost me 500 rupees. But do I have 500 rupees to spend? I only can see the cash of 100 rupees. So I don't have 500 rupees to spend. So what do I do? So I went to a bank and I talked to bank manager and I told him, sir, I need a loan of 1000 rupees because I have started a business. I will repay it in installments to you once I start generating profits. So bank manager says, okay, sir, I will give you loan of 1000 rupees. Very good. Now what is going to happen? See, since I took bank loan, here bank loan will come in liabilities. See, loan is a liability. I have to someday pay. On fifth day, I receive 1000 rupees from that bank. Now, once I receive that 1000, my cash goes up by 1000 because he gave me 1000 rupees. My cash will increase. So my cash became 1100 rupees now. Machinery is same 300. Furniture is 200. Building is 400. Now the total is 2000. And on the upside again, whatever was the equity capital, it is already there. And I also received a bank loan of 1000. So total became 2000 now. Clear? Now on the sixth day, I can buy the bus for my workers. So I will add asset vehicle. Okay, 500. Now I have the money. So 500 vehicle, 400 building was already there. 200 was furniture, 300 was machinery. Now from 1100, 500 are gone. Only 600 is left. Right? So again, when you add the total, it is 2000 rupees. On upside also 1000 plus 1000 will be 2000. Now I have made balance sheet of 1 week. Okay, 6 days. Now let's see. On the first day, I only had equity on the liability side and 1000 rupees cash. Within 6 days, I have created all the assets. Now company can start business. This is how everyday balance sheet will change. So now, since the number of balance sheet, numbers in the balance sheet change on daily basis, do you think company will issue balance sheet on daily basis? The answer is no. Company issues balance sheets only on yearly basis in annual report. Okay. So how do we make out what happened? Now, when I create a daily balance sheet, you are easily able to say, you have invested in such things, you have bought these assets. But if I give you the year first for day 1 figure and day 365th figure, how will you make out what happened? Is it tough? It's not tough. I will give you a live example how to analyze it. Let's see. Before that, we will understand in balance sheet what are the things that you need to look for. This is very important. See, money is the most important resource to run any business successfully. We all know this. Without money, you cannot run the business. Where does the company gets its money from and where does it deploys the money are most important things. In previous example, I got money 1000 rupees from equity shareholders, and then afterwards when that cash was insufficient, I got some bank loan. So that is the source where I get money. And where do I deploy it? I bought machinery, I bought furniture, I bought building, I bought bus for the employees. So I have employed it in business. So you need to see how they are doing it. Balance sheet depicts the picture of resource allocation. Whatever we did, getting money and then deploying it, that's called resource allocation. How resources of companies are financed? We financed it in two ways. One is equity, our own capital from shareholders, and we also took some debt from bank, the loan. Okay, you need to check this. By looking at the balance sheet over a longer period, one can check how company is being run. I'll explain how now. Let's take the example. Before that, just 4 rules we have to keep in mind. You can write it on a notebook or take a screenshot of this particular slide. Okay, whenever you see an increase in liability, that means inflow. Okay, I will explain you how. Just remember this, just write it somewhere. Whenever liability increases, that is inflow. Whenever liability decreases, that is outflow. Okay, it is reverse in the case of asset. Whenever asset increases, it's outflow. Whenever asset decreases, it is inflow. Now, if I bought machinery, what happened? My cash went out. Okay, so asset got, so whenever I spend something, okay, my one asset is going to decrease or other asset is going to increase. It is going to be the same. Now see here, when liability increased, when I brought the share capital, okay, it increased, so it was inflow. Is it right? Now let's pay attention. Now just take a screenshot of this or just save this or write it somewhere. We are going to need these rules, right? Let's pay attention now. So this is a balance sheet of a company. Now how to analyze this? Okay, we will take any 2 years for example and try to make some story out of it, whether this company is good or bad. Okay, I will take these 2 years, 2014 and 2015. Okay, let's try to make story. Let's try to simplify this balance sheet. So share capital company in 2014 had 96, in 2015 also had 96. So no inflow, no outflow. Reserves, that means accumulated profits that company generated. From 3943 crores, it went to 4646 crores. So roughly 700 crores of inflow. See, liability increase. Liability has increased here. Liability increase means inflow. So it is inflow. Okay, I will write outflow in brackets. Inflow I will write normally. Borrowing also increased. They took some loan from bank. So it is roughly 170 crores of increase. Okay. Then there is other liability. This is minor figure. Okay, there is almost no change. So I will ignore it. So on the liability side, there is total increase of 870 crores. So 870 crores we have got in business. Now how we have deployed it? Okay, see, fixed asset from 2562 crores to 2600 crores. Somewhere around 100 crores we have spent on fixed asset. Okay, so we have spent on fixed asset to grow. Capital WIP, CWIP is also a fixed asset in making. It is not a completed fixed asset. So we have spent close to 120 crores here. So total around 220 crores we have spent on buying new assets for the company. Then there is investment. Company has made investments of somewhere around 150 crores. So investment, maybe they have invested, they had a cash, the profits that were generated were in cash. So they made a FD or whatever they did, they have invested it. Okay. Other assets means they might have remaining cash or bank balance in their bank, okay, or they must have given some additional credit, or they might have that in stock. So that has also increased close to 400 or 500 to some extent. Okay, I am just taking the estimated figures. So here also total is close to 870. Now do not match point to point. I just want to explain you basic example. Okay, now let me create a story for you. So company has generated profit of 700 crores. And also taken some loan of 170 crores. Now 700 plus 170, company has got 870 crores. What did they do with that? Of 220 crores, they bought fixed asset, which is good for expansion. 150 crores they did FD, or they have invested, which is again good. And 500 crores are still lying in their bank account. Great. Is that right? So this is example of good company. Now I'll compare it with bad company and show you how bad company is. So here is an example of a bad company. Now I will take any 2 years for comparison. I will take this 2018 and 19. So similar story we will try to create here. First, share capital, there is no change, so that is fine. Now see here with respect to reserves, profits. The company had profits of 1400 crores. Now they are into loss of minus 5500 crores. So there is reduction in liability. Okay, this figure is minus figure, if you can see that minus sign. So there is reduction in liability. So liability reduce means outflow. Okay, here pay attention to this. Liability reduce means, liability decrease means outflow. So they lost 7,000 crores, close to 7,000 crores. Okay, borrowings has also increased, so that is inflow, around 1,300 crores they have inflow, and other liabilities has increased around 1,000 crores. So all in all, they have lost close to 4,700 kind of crores. This much money there is outflow. There is no inflow. But now there is outflow. So from somewhere money has to come. So where it came from? See, they have sold the fixed asset of 11,000 crores. That means company is not able to generate enough profits or cash. So to run the business, they have to sell fixed assets, which is a very bad situation. See, asset has decreased, that means inflow here. In this example, asset decrease, inflow, which is a bad thing. Okay, CWIP also decrease. This is a small number. See here, investment there, it has increased. I don't know how it has increased by 12,000 crores. This is outflow. Here another interesting part, they had some other assets, now they are decreased. So again there is inflow of this here around 4,000 odd crores. So when you add this, I will give you a story behind this. So company is running into losses. They have borrowed more money. Their liabilities are also so they have reduced the liability. They have borrowed this money from bank. They have sold their fixed assets to finance these losses. Now, whether you would like to invest in such a company where they are not generating profits and they have to sell fixed assets to run the business? Answer is absolutely no, right? So here is the example of good balance sheet where they are generating profits, then they are investing and all those things. Here is example of bad company where they have to sell fixed assets to finance the business. I believe the concept of balance sheet is clear now. Also friends, next part we are going to discuss about profit and loss account. It is going to be again the in-depth discussion because financial statements are very important. I would request you to watch all the previous videos first before coming here because we are going to make a lot of references to previous videos, right? Thanks a lot for watching this video friends. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel. Also do share your feedback about this video in comment section. Friends, we run a WhatsApp broadcast list where we share interesting articles on finance and stock market on regular basis. To join our WhatsApp broadcast list, do send a hi on this number and we will add you to our WhatsApp broadcast list. You can also ask your queries related to any of our videos on our WhatsApp and we will get back to you as soon as possible. Until then, see you in next video.